Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you on the date doesn't matter. At the time doesn't matter. To talk about love. That is right. Enough hating and misery out there. Talk about love. I'm not kidding. Because for me, I'm going to give you my day. We're not going to talk pain. We're going to talk about love. The last thing I get before I go to bed is a kiss from Mrs. Stoner. And the last words I hear from a living human being are I love you. Or I love you too. In the morning when I wake up to say goodbye to Mrs. Stoner, first words in the morning I hear are I love you. Have a nice day. And I say I love you. Have a nice day. That is true love. 43 years. This June we'll be married 38 years. The 27th of this month, 38 years. But love, if you have it like that, bathe in it. Embrace it. Do that James Bond fake hug thing he used to do, okay? From behind. Do anything you can because when it's gone, it's gone. And if you abuse it, misuse it, God knows what could happen. Love. How about love, just general love? How about love for food? How about love for a dish you're cooking tonight? How about love for something like this? Come here, excuse me. Come here. Come here. How about love for something like this? How about love for something like this? If you're lucky enough. Well, nobody's going to have one like this. Okay? Sugar is very unique. Okay? But the reality is, you got love. And what you really strive for is unconditional love. Okay, now I say strive for. Parents, we give unconditional love to our children. Pet owners, we give unconditional love to our pets. Okay, and they give unconditional love back to us. And what we have to understand is that there is love. Even if it's not overt and even if we don't see it and it's not shining us in the face like a shiny penny or a quarter, love is there. What I mean by that is God loves us. Whatever your God is, however you believe, okay? There was love to create us, to create you, me, everybody. There was love, okay? We all had childhoods. We all had childhoods. Okay, somewhere there was love. There were tough times. There were abuses. Things happened. But there was love too. Filter and sift and remember the love. Bring it in at night before you go to bed. Remember the love of a grandparent. Remember the love. Remember the smell, okay, of the perfume of your grandma who loved you unconditionally. Those are good feelings to have, okay? The love that you have for a spouse, the love that you have for a significant other, the love that you have for a dear friend, the love that you have and that you share. You see, one of the things we don't give ourselves credit for is, gee, why would people stay with us? Look at all the problems we have, the pain, the this, the that. Well, what do we bring to the table? Well, guess what? We bring love to the table. We give love. That's what we give. And it's important that we are recognized for it by ourselves. Everybody else out there who's getting the love is recognizing that we're giving the love. Well, guess what? We're cutting ourselves short. We are giving ourselves the short end of the stick by not giving ourselves a pat on the behind and saying, great job. We are loved. That's the most important thing. You have to remember that just because somebody doesn't come out and say, I love you, just because they don't say that, just because they don't, doesn't mean they don't love you. How about the things people do for you? Think about it. If you're at home and you're stuck home and it's not easy for you to get around and somebody helps you get things, helps you do things, helps you get in and out of bed even, makes you meals. Isn't that an act of love? Of course it is. It should have the brand love on the food. What are we having for dinner? I'm having love balls instead of meatballs, okay? I'm having a fillet of love. You should really think about it and coin it that way, because it's not beef, or chicken or seafood. It's not. It's love. And if you are providing it for the other individual, if you're heating it up or cooking it or getting it or whatever you're doing for someone else, guess what you're doing? You're loving them. It's your way of loving them. When I stand in the kitchen with Mrs. Stoner, when cooking or the food is heating up, whatever we're doing, and she says, "Why are you standing here? It's hurting you." Because I want to be with her. It's love. Why was the mother able to pick up the Volkswagen off the child when it fell onto it? Love. And you know what? The old saying, is it true? Love conquers all. I don't want to use the word conquer right now. Love heals all. Because as I speak for pain, as I speak for my life and our lives, I talk about a great circle. And that circle also is the great circle of love. That's right. If all your life you've been loving and giving out love and being loving and giving love and giving love and being loving, guess what? You're going to be loved back equally. You're going to stay on the peripheral of that circle, and you're going to fly around. You're going to be flying, man. It's going to be like flying with wings. And you're not going to be going anywhere physically, because all it is it's a condition of the mind. Give a little bit, okay? Trust me. That's love. Not money. Give a little bit. Take the garbage out tonight for somebody else. Open the door for someone tonight. Set the table for someone tonight. Or any other night. Those are acts of love. You know, I'll leave it with this. How many of you were brought up to have manners? Boy, I was. And how many of you were brought up to have strict manners? Boy, I was. How many of you haven't been? A lot. Okay? So it's conditioning. It's the Skinner, behavior. You're out there in the world. What makes you you? Not somebody training you per se. You found out yourself, possibly, in a lot of cases. Well, guess what? Love. If you think about it, everything is tied to love. Everything that I've just talked about touches being loved or giving love back to somebody else. And if we can just, and I talk about it this way with everything I do, if we could just move a small amount. I am not saying we need to jump across the street right now. Jump across the street, Senior Stoner. I couldn't do it. Could I walk 2 steps forward? Yes. If everybody listening to this walked 2 steps forward, 2 steps toward loving something, 2 steps toward loving someone, 2 steps towards offering love, 2 steps towards accepting love. Wow, what a win. So this is what I wish for everyone. Love a little bit, everybody. This is the Real Senior Stoner. Cheers.